We are in the parlor. Here we talk about mind, dreams, myths, and some stories we make up. Today I will tell a story about snake. I think this is a little bit relevant to the story. See, I was born in April 1953. In the Chinese almanac, horoscope, that is the month of the snake and the year of the snake. So I think that is significant. But my personal story. See, I introduced the story in the story I told about in the beginning, and say when I'm 9 years old. From the west end of Arena, I am going west in that straight road, trees coming over. And I'm moving at good speed, my feet are together, and the snake is right there at my heel. I dreamt that for a while. I told that story there. So I pick up this story now. So I have the snake following me, and I can't get away from the snake. Now see, exactly 1 year after Pi is dead, I dreamt I am at Nana's house, upstairs in the balcony, and Pa is, as we say, by the road. And Pa said, "Come, boy, I will take you where you will get what you're after." And I said, "So tell me, I'll go get it." But he doesn't answer. Then we are going that road opposite Nana's house. We are going north. And see, I was upstairs in the balcony as Pa is by the road. And just like that, we are going. To the right, just past the charter tree, we turn into the grass. Still going like that. And that ground goes down into a dry riverbed and comes up on the other side. Following Pa, and as I reach in the river, Pa is now up on the hill. I see a door open. Pa goes in, the door closes. I don't see a house or a hut or anything, just a door. Bang, close. And I'm in the river, the bank is up to my waist. And now I'm facing west, so Pa is on the eastern side, right? And from the bank, a snake came up like that. I can't make a snake, but you get the idea. And I watch my right hand go into a fist. And I crush that snake, and I watch my hand is still going like that. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I crush. And the 7 came up, and I go up in the air, came down. Then I turn around. And I looked and I thought, hey, I wish Pa could have seen what I done. And I see the door opens. Pa comes out, looks at me and smiles. Said, Pa knows what I done. And after that I wondered, why did I have to escape this one last snake? Waited for a few years. And then I dreamt I'm the northeastern side of our house. See, our house was on pillar about 3 feet high. And from the northeastern side of the house, I'm going along the house, I'm going south. And under the house is a large body snake. I don't see the head or the tail because it's curled up. But in my right hand, I had a handful of cooked rice. And I thought I'd throw this rice for the snake. And I continued going to the back of the house, and I met Swami. And I said, "Hey, Swami, you should see that big snake under the house." And I wake up. And I thought, oh, well, now I think I will have to keep this snake. Now this is getting interesting. And after a few years, I think by now I'm about 65 years old. I dreamt I leave the house, walking, I look down. I'm barefoot, but I have a kind of a plastic yellow raincoat all the way down to my foot. And I'm wearing a hat. And I said, a cap. And I said, this is good. It will protect me from the wind and the rain. Look up, and I'm walking north now. And I could see Pa on my right, not close, about 10 feet away. And he's looking at me. I just see him looking at me, and I continued past. Then I turn left, and I'm going west. And like I'm on a high mountain ridge, big boulders. And through the crack, I see like there's a boy there. I see his face. He's wearing a short sleeve shirt. His face and his arms, shirt, everything covered in dust. And I see some chicken, like hatchling. And I look in the eyes of the chicken, it's all gray. And the boy said, the doctor said that these chickens' eyes are opaque. I continued. Then I came down the mountain, going west now on the southern side. No, yeah, I'm going south. I came down on the southern side of the mountain. I come to a narrow road. There's no sidewalk. I had to walk on the road. But I look both sides, there's no cars coming. Then as I reach level ground, I felt the ground is going like that, up and down. And then I look about 10 feet away at the head of a snake, about this big, right there. And I look in the distance and I see the tail going like that. I say, I'm on the body of the snake. Then I wake up. I say, whatever it is. I woke up that snake. What do you do with that, right? And after a while, I dream. I got on my right foot, big toe, spinning. And I go south, then west, then north, then east. And I come to the same spot where I started, and I look down at that area that I covered. It is a swimming pool. A swimming pool. I see, oh yeah, it is covered with a kind of what they call a tarpaulin. Covered. This corner is open. The northeastern corner is open. I looked in, it's about like 3 feet of water, clear. And there's a lot of water lily on the water, and I thought it's a funny thing to have so much water lily in a swimming pool. There was a man there. I didn't look at him, but I know he's there. And I said, I wonder if there's fish in here, because there is water lily. He said, no, there's no fish in here. And I looked in the northeastern corner, 3 big fish pointing right to the corner, big fish. And I said, hey, look, man, there's 3 fish there. Then I go to the southern side. And he is just rolling up the tarpaulin. And under the water, I see a long object, yellow and black. And I said, hey, look, there's a long, big snake in there. He said, no, it's not a snake. It's the rope he used to tie this tarpaulin. Okay. I went to the northwestern corner. It's still covered. I opened it. And a yellow and black snake just kind of came up, got out. No, when I opened it, and I saw the snake coming up, I closed it back for a few seconds. Then I opened it, and the snake just came out, went into the bushes, and it's gone. And I wake up and I say, well, probably that's the end of that. The snake is gone. Then after a while, I dreamt on a table, it's a little snake, pale gray. Strangest snake you ever saw, if you ever saw one. And I reached for it with my left hand. It slithered away, fell on the floor, came across the table, and I see there's a few snakes, same color, same size. And this snake is swallowing those snakes. Each time it swallows a snake, it gets the combined length and size. And then I'm on the floor. My elbow to my hand is on the floor. And the snake bit my arm there. And I thought, hey, each time that snake bite me, the poison is increased in the body. And I grabbed the snake with my left. And I watch it just kind of go down into my hand. I wake up and I thought, maybe I cannot be free of this snake. I wake up the snake, but I can be. The snake is probably the spirit of life. I see that, whatever it is. So I said, okay, probably that's the end of that story. Then I dreamt there's a pot, flower pot, small plant there, dry. And I'm pouring water at the root. And from the root, something came out. It looks more like a worm. It didn't have like eyes. Yeah, more like a worm. And it's becoming longer and larger towards me. And I'm like trying to, what do you call that? Swat this thing away. I move back, I move back. And then I'm lying on the ground, my hand behind my head. And this thing came, entered the back of my neck. Now, while it was coming, I cannot lift my head and I cannot move my arm. Like I'm attached here. The snake just come in, went down the back of my neck and go down my spine. And I wake up and I said, well, I'll be damned. I don't have any brilliant line. I make up a lot of stories, but this one is a little bit beyond me. So now I say, what is your story? Do tell. We are in the parlor. I am Aten Raj Indranath, interpreter.